Now it's time to go back in time. We just went back in time.
Did you just hear what he said just then?
No.
What'd you say?
I said, were you on that team?
That was so mean. I started getting chills, and he said, were you part of that team?
You miss him?
They must have taken that picture before the sixth inning when we took him out of the game because he wasn't around from the sixth on.
Actually, one game, I'm not kidding you, one game, I think it was 3 innings. Maybe it was one out in the fourth. Off. I said, Tito, I had one at bat. I said, I wanted his office. I had one at bat. Which first baseman gets one at bat in the show and is out for defense? We're up 1-0 in Fenway. The wind's blowing out. You think we're going to finish this game 1-0? No, I got to take you out, bro.
That's true. It's true.
Might have been an inning off, but it was true.
Yeah.
He's chapped about that sort of stuff.
It was a little bit of friction there when he's coming out in the fourth, I admitted, but
That's the way he's got to roll.
yeah.
Hey, sorry, we do have a little breaking news on the network we just got to get to. We do have a tweet from our own Kenny Rosenthal. Phillies had been seeking young pitching from the Dodgers for Jimmy Rollins. Deal is done for Mr. Salisbury at CSN. That's interesting. Dodgers get a shortstop. You know, they watch Hanley go up to Boston. You know, Alexi Ramirez wasn't going to get dealt there, so J-Roll.
Yeah, you kind of snipped that out. They need help at shortstop once Hanley goes.
And a little change of scenery for J-Roll. That might be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were with J-Roll.
His rookie year, he came up in September in 2000, and that was his first taste of the big leagues. And you could see it was coming. He was a little ahead of his pace, but you could see it coming.
Yeah. When did you know, though, that he was going to be
When they fired me and I went to the next place, and you could see it.
You can see it right there.
Yeah.
Let's not talk baseball right now. I do want to get into your golf game because, listen, we played an Ortiz event last year. Your swing was terrible. This year, all of a sudden, a year later, your swing's getting better. This was last year in the DR, obviously. And look at the outfit. Don't sleep on it. We don't bring khakis to Dominican.
You know what? The first time I played golf with Kluber and Brantley and Kipnis, that was the one thing they talked about was my old man khakis. And it hurt my feelings because I thought I was kind of styling there.
You look like Jake from State Farm.
Yeah, I don't feel good about myself there. I admit that.
What are you wearing here?
But I do want to talk. So this year, Pebble, there you are. You brought the whole staff, which was awesomeness. And I look up, and you're in the shootout.
Yeah.
Where'd you finish in that? Because I stayed for one hole, and you were actually dominating.
I was doing pretty well.
Right.
And then when I started sniffing out that maybe I was going to do well, I started to cheese up. And
the sweating palms?
Yeah, and I didn't do very well. I'm not good under pressure, as you know. And Mickey Callaway won.
Did Mickey?
Yeah.
Seriously, your pitching coach?
He sure did. And he kind of took it to another level, and I chili dipped 3 in a row.
You did what I did the first hole.
And it's embarrassing.
Right, isn't it embarrassing?
I just didn't want to get eliminated on the first hole because there's so many people there. That's as nervous as I think I've ever been. The club wanted to go back, and it wouldn't go.
And you were late. He said, well, first of all, we're waiting for him. There's 16 of us teeing off. So here comes, everybody's looking for Francona. Like, number 12 up, Terry Francona. So Brad Mills over there, Sarball's over there, and like, here he comes running out through the trees in a cart. The guy's jumping, driving. He's like, we got lost. We were over here, and he goes, I was car sick.
My best friend was driving, and we had gotten confused, as we normally do.
On the 17-mile
drive. And I'm yelling at him the whole way. I'm like, this is all I want to do, 4 days, and you ruined it for me.
So he shows up and goes, I was car sick getting here.
Oh, man. All right, so you got to a little business down here at the winter meetings, and the Indians make a big trade. They get Brandon Moss from the Oakland A's. You know, you're kind of one of the sneaky teams there that people look at it on paper, and they say, okay, with the exception of Kluber, who just won the Cy Young Award, and Brantley, who's a top 3 MVP candidate, the rest of the squad, nice, not great. But why are you guys right there and on the cusp of maybe being great?
Well, I agree with the first part of your assessment on Kluber and Brantley, but I think it goes past nice once you get past those. You know, Carrasco did some pretty nice things.
Amazing.
And Kipnis is going to come back with a vengeance. And, you know, Ron Gomes wins the Silver Slugger, and he catches as good as anybody. So there, you know, Michael Bourne's working with a track coach. I mean, everybody has their reasons to be optimistic, but I don't see why we shouldn't be.
Yeah, and I don't know how, Corey Kluber, I want to have him on the show, and Rose keeps saying, well, you know, he might not, he's just a very shy kid, he's just not. I'm like, no, I want to have him on, but I don't know if you saw how fired up he was when he won that Cy Young. You know, it was amazing.
Look.
You know what's great?
I mean,
that's Klubes.
Look at him. Look at him.
You know what? That's so Klubes.
Look at he just won.
If they ever had a bobblehead day for him, they'd have to make it where it didn't move. But man,
No-
I'll tell you
no
what,
head.
he competes like nobody's business, and he's kind of a sneaky little funny guy, but man, he can pitch.
How would he do on the show with Millar?
Yeah, I don't know. He'd have to get to know you for a while, which probably take about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But he's sneaky funny, but he might not do it on this show.
Okay. All right. Thank you. A couple of our guys, Plesac and Dempster, just took a tour of the USS America right here in San Diego. And so they were fortunate enough to go check out the captain's quarters. And look what book this diehard Red Sox Patriots fan has right there.
Did they ask if he paid full price for that?
It's a great question. It's a great question. But look at that. Isn't that nice to know? You're helping out the Navy.
How about that?
In his bedroom.
Next to the bathroom.
That wasn't
next
set
to the
up, by the
bathroom.
way.
Right next to the bathroom.
That wasn't set up.
How long would it take Millar to get through that thing?
Well, there's
A lot
some
of big
pictures.
words.
There are
some
pictures?
pictures in the middle. So
Any coloring areas that he can do with Crayolas and stuff?
I'm sure a few people did.
Let's get right to business. Kevin Cash, new manager of the Rays. You've helped him out along the way. You've taught him the ropes.
Your former
He helped me
bullpen
along
coach.
the way too. I think that gets lost in the
So
translation.
he helped you along the way. But we have a picture here, shirtless, laying out. Can you explain what's going on?
Oh, that's the Arizona Diamondbacks. We're out for early hitting, and it's actually okay because this is the gray one. This is the takeoff on Major League. This is the gray one. But the one in Arizona was actually kind of good because he was doing as much good because he was never allowed to talk to hitters.
Right.
That's what we hope. I hope he goes and talks to Longoria because that would be the best chance we have of getting Longoria out. I'm tired of Longoria killing us.
Right.
And if Cashy says one word to him, we
get a
actually
good
had a
chance?
rule where Cashy couldn't touch the cage.
That was it.
Because it might be an epidemic, and, man, guys could go into a shell.
We do have some show video here that we've had, and this is, I think, where you've mentored him through this.
Yeah,
stage.
you know what?
And you're never not going to see this, but right there's
I
like
know, man,
you're working
but
on
you
the
know what?
7-minute abs.
Look.
What about that?
You know what? What do I say?
What? No, bet.
No, there you are. That's the new footage.
That's the new Tito.
Wow.
Huh?
Holy smokes, you've been working out. dude.
I like that.
Who looks better though with their shirt? Honestly, God, you or Schilling?
Oh,
I mean, that's a valid question.
it's not fair.
Chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, rapid fire. I got 5 questions. These are my favorite part of the show because they're very tough questions. Number 1, fattest manager you've ever played with since we just saw you with your shirt off.
I would say me.
You?
Yeah, I rose to the top.
Top. There's no one worse body.
I'm shirtless.
Okay, great.
You look good, though.
Thanks.
Very
He does
good.
look good. By the
Really
way,
good.
best I've seen him. That's why I'm not joking around. You give somebody some money and then they start dressing well.
The next time you see me like this, I'll be laying in a coffin straight
that
up.
suit.
Under your
Same
head.
suit, same tie, same ketchup on the tie.
Last time you almost got punched in the face.
Brad Mills, 3 days ago at Pebble Beach.
What'd you do to him?
I went too far.
Did you go too? You
I
crossed
went
the
too
line?
far, and he gave that look he can give you
Yes.
when you go too far. I did it like 3 times.
They're like
You two are so
they're like
similar,
little brothers.
actually.
Yes. Well, that's where I learned a lot of my skip from. More annoying, Swisher's yipping and yapping, or Rose's family taking selfies on the field when they come into Cleveland?
Yeah, well, nothing's more annoying than Rose taking a selfie on the field. That would take
Thank you.
precedence over everything else.
Thank you so much for answering the question.
You're
Honestly.
killing dreams of a 14 and 9-year-old, by the way. You know,
We
they
didn't
are-
say them, as you.
Oh, okay.
They're
my fault.
cute.
They're cute.
Yeah.
Who was the one guy you were fired up to catch up with here at the winter meetings?
You know what's funny, man, is probably Cashy, just because I hadn't seen him since he got the job.
Yeah.
But you see so many people and you see them so quick that you don't get to talk to people. It's kind of frustrating. 'Cause
Yeah.
You go through the lobby and you kind of feel bad. But I wanted to see Cashy because I was so proud of him and so happy for him. And I hadn't seen him since he got the job. That it was really pretty cool.
Awesome. Last one. Cheapest rich guy in your club right now?
I think we got a few.
Really?
Yeah, I know Millsy's not rich, like compared
Yeah,
to player
he's
rich.
frugal,
but
right?
he's really
How's Mike Sarbaugh?
Sarby is sneaky. Sarby's like the TMZ of the Indians. Every time you turn around, he's got the camera, and you got to keep your shirt on.
Right,
You
right.
can't go to the bathroom around him, or
Right.
He's got a camera everywhere.
Right. Got it. All right, will you do me a favor? We're going to spin the wheel. This is the Winter Wonder Wheel. Just knock it down like old Vanna White. See where it spins, and then Rose is going to take us to the promised land.
Okay. 'Tis the season. All right. You have a favorite Christmas gift that you received as a kid?
Oh yeah. The year my dad was playing for the Oakland A's, he gave me it was almost looked like it was satin, green satin with yellow piping Oakland A's jacket and white shoes.
Oh!
I was an 11-year-old, and I thought I was.
Those jackets were awesome. A little bubbly type.
I thought I was.
It.
I thought
Pimp.
I had arrived.
The white shoes,
I was the only
though.
kid going to 6th grade wearing white Rydell's and a warm-up jacket.
High tube socks.
Dude, you got to have a photo of that somewhere.
I probably do. I
That
try
is-
not to. But there's
No.
enough photos floating around.
Right. I think we
we're
got
trying to
enough,
eliminate some of those.
No, even you could have been cute in a get
We're
up
trying
like
to
that.
eliminate some of the photos.
All right, listen, I wish you the best of luck. You know, no
Thank
pressure,
you.
but my whole office is decorated out in tribe garb.
You've made him
so-
happy this week. I'll be honest with you.
You made me happy, made me proud this year.
Maybe we can make you happier.
You know?
We're working on it.
Okay, that's all. Just asking for little things.
Got it.
We're working on it.
I know you are. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you guys.
All right, bud. Stay out of trouble.
Okay, thanks.
Or don't. That's more
Yeah,
fun
stay in
sometimes.
trouble.
Yeah.